Hello everyone, my name is Sa샤괴첼의. I am the music and artistic director from the Ulsan Philharmonic Orchestra. And today we have a very, very special guest here with us. It's Hera Haesang Park.
안녕하세요. 소프라노 박혜상입니다. 오랜만에 한국을 찾아왔는데요. 사샤와 함께 울산에서 슈트라우스의 마지막 4개의 노래를 부를 예정입니다.
Hera, the 4 last songs, for all of us, conductor, orchestra, but especially for you, for the singer, is such an incredible piece. When was the first time you got in touch with this sound universe of Richard Strauss?
It's around the period where I was in the university or already in Juilliard, when I was just listening like different arias or songs or searching for the recital programs. I think I happened to across to this particular melody. Da, 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 di, da, da, di, da, di, da. And it captured my ears so strongly, and I just went to the video, and I think I remember that it was a Jesse Norman, and I listened and really fascinated. But then at that time people said that is that is for the voice who is very heavy, and then I never assumed that Jesse Norman's voice is nothing similar from my voice at that time, so I never considered to put in the program. But I'm so happy that I can finally come and then be able to sing this beautiful masterpiece of Strauss' last 4 songs, thanks to your
And I mean, we had the rehearsal today, and you did so incredibly. What fascinates me is, in general, the sound cosmos Richard Strauss creates, right? So he composes the music to the text. We know Richard Strauss for these famous operas like Salome, Rosenkavalier, Elektra, etc., etc. So how do you feel about the difference of these vier letzte Lieder to the operas?
I think it's definitely personal because of the story itself, that it was composed just before he was about to die. When I sing and then studied this 4 last songs, I feel that he's very grateful of his life.
Right.
And it's very meditative. And I see that if I am about to die, I hope I can feel that kind of feeling that he's feeling in his text, also in his music. It's very profound, it's very quiet, it's very calm, it's very acceptance, and it's very hopeful. And if we're thinking of the death itself, it's very hard to think all that if you've been living in the most chaotic life. But whatever he went through in his life, this really shows how he wants to end up his life. And that's very touching my soul.
For me, I always wonder, how can the sopranos go through one song after the other, arriving in Abendrot, and then starts this beautiful melody where we are so touched, all of us. But then you have to keep the voice. I mean, you have to keep the focus, you have to sing. So emotionally, how you prepare for something like this?
I think in the beginning of my practice, I focused on the good technique and good placement, because in the first one, the Frühling, the setup is very high compared to the last 3 songs. Because of that, you have to sustain in the great placement and stay in the place with the energy and the emotions. So that had been a little bit challenging. But then the more you get into the music and understand a little better, I realized that you can relax. The more you relax, the more you let go, actually the sound just shines above you, like a really welcoming from the heaven. But if you're not setting up in the beginning and really understanding how to phrase it, how to manage your breath, or how to calculate the whole piece throughout the entire, then it could be very challenging repertoire. But once you're set up, then just really believe what you're saying, and let the orchestra play and then you just put your line and speak with the melody, speak with the text. I think that's the way to go. I don't know.
And when you compare it with piano, what's the biggest difference to sing such songs with piano and with orchestra?
Definitely different colors and in textures creates more moody atmosphere and dramas. When I'm hearing with the piano, I am trying to focus more. I'm more like soprano, I think, you know. I have to be good in this phrase because I am in charge and there's like nothing much going on, but he's doing his best as a pianist, you know,
Right.
giving everything that he can possibly do, and I have to give everything I can possibly give. But with the orchestra, when the violin starts to solo, or when the brass or the everybody's like doing their own colors and making their own stories, then I don't need to do much. I think that's very big differences. I still feel the very good, powerful responsibility with the orchestra too because of the text itself, but I feel like I belong to them rather than
It's like
I do the
embrace a little bit. Yeah, and you're sitting or you're swimming or you're flying on the sound of the orchestra a little bit. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Is there a line in all of the songs, I mean, in the text, not this is singing, but the text line, which connects especially to you?
We were just talking about it, that very at the end, is it really the death? Because for the second album with Deutsche Grammophon that I made was also about the death. And the reason why I chose the theme of the death at the time was I wanted to accept the meaning of the death. It was during the pandemic time when I made this album, and I found the Psychelos epitaph. It was the oldest music score that was ever discovered nowadays, and it says, "While you live, live. While you live, shine. No more grief at all. The time will demand its own." And that was very strong for me.
Strong
I'm ready. I'm welcoming.
to let go.
Yes, to another chapter of my life in another space.
Right.
So that always about the death. It's always giving me a bit of chill.
Thank you, Hera, for sharing all these very, really intimate and beautiful things. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we continue. We have